Hey guys, this is Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about insurance policies, the homeowners policies, and that there are differences between the policies. There are different categories, and what is the main difference between one policy to another is how they relate to covering different perils. And we all know what the perils are. A peril, of course, is something that happens that causes damage to your property that the insurance company has identified and lists. And when it happens in the proper way, the insurance company will then pay on that. So that's a peril. Okay, now for those that had forgotten about what perils were, now you got that again. Great. With that being said, there are roughly 16 different perils. Now, with those perils, you have a situation where you have a bare bones policy that would cover the first 10 of those perils. And then you have the middle grade policy that would take you up to the next level of perils. And then you have the better policy, the nice standard good one, that, or if we want to say the premium, that covers you for all the perils and others that are not identified. Something that you will find in this upper level policy is language that will state you are covered for things unless specifically a situation is listed in the policy not to be covered. So that sounds all-inclusive, doesn't it? It sounds pretty good. That's the type of policy we try to urge people to have. Now, yes, the higher level policy does cost more than the bare bones policy, and of course costs more than the middle of the road policy. So it's up to you to gauge things, but keep in mind, everything is based on what's the percentage of something happening. What are the odds? The insurance company looks at things and they say that you should be pretty well protected, and that we feel that you won't be having something, and you get insurance because you feel you are going to have an issue. So in the event that something happens, there you can enforce the policy and be what's called indemnified or made whole. It's very important that you understand what level you have, because when something happens and it's under a certain condition, you may or may not have coverage, and that may be devastating to you in your particular circumstance, the way your house is. So where you think that you may have the best protection, you may not. Now, how do you know whether you do or don't? Well, it's not really written for you to know that. It is a legal document. There are as many legal words that are actually in the document, and terms, references. You need somebody like a public adjuster. Maybe you can get that friendly guy. I see him going around every once in a while, and he could help you with that. So you have what we call a policy review. This is something where we can come in free of charge. Of course, it happens more. We like to physically go out and see the home, the domicile, but we can do a policy review if you just email me your documents. I can take a look at those and tell you, is this something that you'll be covered for? You can describe to me what your house is. Maybe you can just take a picture of the outside of the house, and I would be glad to take a look at your documents and see. I only need the declaration page, that, and maybe a page or two that might have some forms or conditions or endorsements. But I don't need the whole body. The whole body could be 26, 32 pages. I don't need to see all that. I just need to see the the declaration page, and I can get a good idea of what you've got and explain to you what you have then. I'll be glad to provide that service to you free of charge. The whole idea of doing that is to promote myself, to get myself out there so that you know about me, you know that I exist, and sometime down the road, if something were to happen, I would really appreciate that you would give me the opportunity to represent you and to help you through that time to file a claim, and we do that on your behalf, and we'll work out all the details with the insurance company. So that's why we do that. We're doing a little bit of legwork up front that would help to you in the future if something happens, and would help us. The whole idea is that, oh yeah, I just had the situation, and I know last year Steve helped me with that, and he told me what my policy was. I don't know how to enforce it. I'm pretty sure I should be covered from what he was telling me, but the insurance company will throw certain things out to you, and you can't refute that. That's not your expertise. That's my expertise. So, guys, if you'd be interested in learning just what type of policy you really have and how I could possibly help you, I'd be glad to do that. All we need is email to me. Well, I'm glad you asked. How do we email that to you, Steve? Well, if you would send it to Steve Wolbach, WOLBACH, at the letter Y, ymail.com. That will get that to me. Also, my phone number, if you wanted to call, 610-213-8820. I hope you guys found this informative. I hope some of you will take me up on this thing and allow me to help you to get you ready when the event something happens. Lots of people go through their life and never have a claim. Other people go through their life and have several claims. I don't know, which one are you? Are you a claim just waiting to happen, or are you never going to have one? I don't know. I don't do predictions. I used to use a crystal ball for a lot of different things, and the batteries failed, and I can't get replacements for them. So I have no idea what the future holds for any of us, including myself. Guys, I would appreciate one of these, and if you would share this with someone, if you subscribe to my page, if you've never subscribed yet, or you haven't subscribed yet, because you don't do it over and over, it's just a one-time thing. And subscribing just means that you're going to allow that every time I do a new video, I will send you a link, an email stating, hey, there's a new video that Steve did. Why don't you go check that out? See what he's talking about. It doesn't put you on some type of internet mailing list or anything like that. I'm not going to be bugging you with anything else. I can't tell what your bank account numbers are or anything else, nor do I really care. The whole point is, this is just a way that when I do things in the future, you will be able to be notified about them, and you can see that and learn something. The whole idea of these videos are to educate you folks, the public, the homeowner, the business owner. And I feel that if I do that, that will return to me in some shape or form. Guys, thank you for listening. I hope you have a very nice day, and God bless you.